Maybe FSG will. Oh, poor ACM.
So Glan is going to do a clip that we saw at, near the beginning of the Max Rain run, which is where he kind of goes into the slope a little bit, then goes up 5 pixels, or up left 5 pixels, then as far in as he can go before popping out, then up left 1 pixel, and then he downward teleports. This lets him skip these gold guards right around here.
Without spending 40 hours.
Yeah, and mashing A for that long as well. So we get to skip those gold guards and go directly over to Eastern Palace.
There is almost percent rain.
There is a small time save you could do if you clip around the bottom of this screen, which kind of wraps Link up around toward the entrance through a couple of hops. But it's hard to do quickly enough for it to actually save time.
And it saves less time in these categories because there's no Armos statue blocking the way.
So the objective for this run right now is just to kill Armos as fast as possible, and the timing will stop for this category when he collects the pendant. Which is nice because there's a fun little glitch with the Zelda message that you just saw Glan mash through there. If you get the Zelda message during the fanfare of picking up the pendant, then Link will get stuck in a state of perpetually celebration.
It sounds like a good thing.
Well, unfortunately, the only way out is to reset, and since there's no save points that he's hit yet, then it just resets the entire file, and you start back in Link's bed without any progress.
So basically, you're saying you can hit the reset button without even pressing save and quit.
Well, the save and quit doesn't. The save and quit wouldn't do anything. It doesn't actually save your data yet.
Yeah, so you just hit the reset button. That saved quite a bit of time.
Well, except for the time that you spent to go kill Armos.
Well, yeah, but... This is basically just, you know, now it's pretty much NMG.
It's similar, yeah, because you don't need to use your sword much in NMG in any case. There is one change. When you get to the room with the 2 red Igors, you do have to use a different strat there, because normally you'd want to spin attack, but since we don't have a sword, we gotta use the bow instead, since it's our only means of damaging anything at this point. Well, once we get it anyway.
Chat pointing out that, yeah, Zelda's just shut up. I wonder how much time it actually costs. Never bothered timing it. Much better cannonball RNG there.
Yeah, rather than get the 3 straight up at the worst position like before. Alright, so here's the room where you would want to be able to spin attack. Instead, you gotta massacre the popos using the bow as quickly as you can. All right, getting a few safety arrows here for the Armos fight. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to get the hard lock with the pendant anymore.
Maybe this kill just goes really bad.
It'd have to go extraordinarily bad, because it takes a full minute of uninterrupted play between the Zelda texts, not including the transitions between rooms. And there we go. That's Armos RTA.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Zelda.
She's not available right now.
Come on, you ruined the joke.
So from there, we're going to move on to Lanmo RTA, which is quite a bit different from that one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Now, in this one, we collect the lamp, but only for a visual cue. I'm not entirely sure if anyone would want to try to do this without the lamp.
You probably could with a, like, if you just use some sort of rhythm.
Maybe.
I don't know, set up a metronome and find out when to transition. Yeah, get pee-pee on it.
So for the most part, we're kind of starting the same. We do wind up getting the sword this time, because there aren't really any other weapons that we can get this quickly. And then we're going to enter the castle and do a mid-air saving, but I think, unless Glan is going to go for a stair clip.
No, he said he's doing marathon safe.
All right. So he's going to do a mid-air save and quit, which arms EG.
For the record, the best time in this category ever is 4:20.
I mean, I think that can go lower, but that's the current best time, yes.
It's the best time forever. All future runs will be rejected.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Which you do.
I know. So now with that EG armed, we're going to use that to go over to Desert, but first we have to re-arm it by jumping into the void in the room below here. So now we have EG armed again, but now we're in EG, which is really useful. And now we're going to use a property of the rooms with moving walls in them, because they have the two layers basically synchronized with each other there, or sandwiched together, whatever you want to call it. It kicks Link out of EG. So now we're in the back half of Desert, with our EG still armed, and now he has to make it out of the Desert Dungeon without getting hit, otherwise he'll lose that armed EG. Now that property with the moving walls is only applicable if the wall has not been moved yet.
Yes. And the reason why we're leaving is because you have to get the pendant.
Yeah,
we do not want either.
Yeah, we do need the pendant in order to complete the category fully, and if you collected either, the door to the Lanmo boss room would not reopen, and you would be stuck and have to EG over to Desert again. So it's faster to do it this way. So now we're going to use... Yeah, go ahead.
Transitioning on a very specific Y pixel range, so that when we get to the moving wall, we can press down and kick Link upwards to hit the transition trigger.
And now we're in the Landmo fight.
It's just like the bulk of the category. The rest is easy. This reminds me a lot of Hylian Legacy. Especially when, like, you know, I was just doing a casual playthrough and I didn't really know it. I had to do Eastern Palace like 20 times.
And that's Landmo RTA.
Yes.
So that's 2 out of 4 down. So now we move on to Moldorm RTA, which is somewhat similar, except for the method of... Actually, it's extremely similar to Landmo at this point. Where we have to arm EG, get over to the dungeon, reload it, and get back into EG and use a moving wall room to kick Link further along into the dungeon. At least I think that's the method Glan is going to go for this time. He might just try to hop into the fairy pot in the Herald lobby, though.
It's not a pot, it's a brazier.
It's a really large pot.
No one has a total time of 420, just Landmo, the important one. Smoke worms every day.
No, nothing special would happen if he gets knocked off the Moldorm platform, because he would have...
No, something special would happen. Chat would meme it up.
Ah, of course.
You're right, that's not special. This marathon has 0 memes. Oh wait, no, we do have a rando.
Well, I'm gonna leave that to you to dissuade memeing during that.
Well, a meme is a... It's like... It's an idea that spreads itself and adapts over time. Does that not describe the idea of rando?
Well, I mean, that's such a generic definition that it could apply to almost anything.
That's the original definition by Richard Dawkins himself.
I understand that, but it's rather vague when there's a more colloquially accepted definition that pertains to specific, I guess, jokes.
Oh, right. Well, nowadays meme just means something on the internet.
I'm not entirely sure if Glan meant to hop into the void twice there. I think he did, but I don't know.
I think he just wants to beep. Yeah, don't forget on the poll. Don't forget on the poll. That was a good sentence. Don't forget to vote on the poll.
Yeah, Glan, you're gonna have to clip or something, or hope for a heart drop, I think.
Well, if we didn't bicker over pointless semantics, what will we talk about?
Oh, okay, so it didn't kill him. Good. Alright, so he's getting onto a very precise pixel here. to use the Meyer Torch Room to kick down and go right into the Fairy Room in Hera. Which is where the...
get fairies anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically getting to that room, but going south is slightly faster, as we found out a day or so ago.
No,
and so now we fight Uldorm.
Man, the speed gaming bot really wants me to join the speed gaming commentary server.
And that's Uldorm RTA. And finally, for our last Lightworld boss, we have Aghanim 1.
The worst.
Yeah, this is actually the worst one. This is my least favorite of all of the... Actually, Moth might actually be slightly worse as a boss RTA. But Aghanim is pretty far up there. For this one, we actually don't care what dungeon is loaded at the time, so we can just use EG to go right to the fight, or as close as we can to it. For this one, the only gear we need is the sword.
Nope, he doesn't drop either. He does his little spinny spin.
To answer FSG in chat, no, you can't actually quadrant glitch to Aga because using a quadrant glitch will likely despawn you from, or it immediately desyncs you from sprites. So I don't believe there is a way to get to Aga quickly off of a quadrant glitch. For many of these categories, Smearmaster, yes, anything goes. There are some categories that have more restrictions on what you can do. A few of them will be no EG, a couple of them won't even allow door glitches.
One of them is going to be no major glitches.
Yeah. But this current run does allow for anything goes.
Chat rightly scoffing at the idea of glitchless runs. Good point, Darby.
See, note, this is being done RTA. So yes, it is RTA viable.
This is a terrible task. He doesn't even manipulate Aghanim's movement.
Oh, we got a blue ball.
Technically, we got 6. 12.
I'm just going to count it in clusters. So that's the second cluster.
18.
3. Wow. Already.
18, wow. 24.
4. Are we gonna get a legendary 15 blue ball?
30.
Are we? Wow, we're at 6 blue balls already.
So we're at 6 redirects, which is 36 blue balls. $42.
Oh, here we go. We're at 6.
Oh,
No
I saw
15.
Vitor get 11 like a while back.
Oh darn, only halfway to 15. But that's AGA 1 RTA, and with that, we are done with the Lightworld bosses. Up next, we have the 100% all heart pieces task, which was completed by FMP with help from Tampa and Yuzuhara. And
I don't even call that help. He did like half of it.
Fine, co-creator then.
Yeah, co-author. Yeah,
So FM.
Jeff Yuzu.
So that was a throne that you guys worked on for how many months? Was it 6, 9?
I think like 3 or 4.
Oh, wow, my time frame is really off.
Honestly, you can stick around if you want.
No, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Josh, who has the world record in the RTA category. So, at least I hope he's going to be here for it. And it's going to be... Oh, yeah. So, I'll kick it over to you guys, and you can continue from there. I'll be back later for other runs that I'm going to commentate, so... Continue on with the objectively better categories.
Okay, keep in mind, people, that there's a lot to know for this. And you absolutely must read every last word of that article. Every last word. Yep, widescreen. This task is so confusing that it got mad votes. Isn't that like people they saw like, I don't like this broken camera. Meh. So, if you can't read, then you're excused, FSG. So, we're not just getting a task, we're getting a little script along with it.
Hello.
Hey, Josh.
Hello, Panda, or Spanda, or Fat Man's Panda, or FMP. What should I call you?
Just call me Josh.
Okay, so we've got double Joshes.
And my name's not Josh, but you can call me Josh.
So you're running a camera hack?
No, not
for
a
this?
camera hack.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not running it.
What hack is it?
It's I don't know. Were you paying attention when I was talking about the script with Pinkus?
No.
It's just a little tile map, mini map.
Oh, okay.
I think those mini maps were invented by Call of Duty. This is
Oh.
just, this isn't the official encode. This is just,